Well, man.
All right.
So we on that Duke. Let me go find it.
You live now.
Man, peace, y'all. Peace. Y'all know how I do it, man. It's another episode, man. We coming live with it, y'all. Y'all know what I got to do. Let me find it on my Facebook page. Yes, when you see us live, hit that share button. Soon as you come in, YouTube family, share, like, subscribe to the channel. We come here live every time. So y'all already know how we do it. Let me make sure I get it shared, y'all. I'm sorry, people. If you ain't familiar with the Mr. McGee Show, this is how we started off, people. We started off where I got to share it, put it on Facebook, Instagram, let everybody know we right here, right now. You did? McGee Show, this is how we started off, people. My bad, y'all. Sorry about that. Dude would get mad at me. I do that. All right.
Everything up and running.
So let me get to my peace to you, Shani. I see you, Shani. Shani be on deck with it. What's up to you, sister Shani? You be on deck with it. You be on deck with it. I love that. Let me share. Hit my groups real quick. Long. Sorry, y'all. I gotta go through here, and I'll hit some later.
Get my people on here.
All right.
We starting up.
All right, so let me come straight and tell y'all, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Mr. McGee Show. It's your boy, Mr. McGee. We coming with another live episode of the Mr. McGee Show, man. It's a blessing to be here tonight, and it's a blessing for y'all to be here with us tonight. So I really want to thank y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that share button, that like and subscribe. And y'all know how I always start off, man, because I've been welcomed by a gracious black queen, and she's been gracious enough to let me in her place, in her house. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really want to step on anything she got going or distract people from the hard work she's putting in. So I want to say that the thoughts and the actions and the opinions of this show does not reflect the actions, thoughts, and opinions of the Nashville Peacemakers. Whatever I say or my guest says here or anybody under the sound of your voice says tonight is truly on the Mr. McGee Show. So we put our blame, we take all the praise, and at the same time we got to take all the blame. So we bring all the blame, heat, negativity, trolling, bring that towards the Mr. McGee Show. Make sure Nashville Peacemakers is not in any of that. You feel me? But let's crank it up, man. I got a beautiful hard-working guest today, man. A brother who's a great organizer. He's a great entrepreneur. He's a great father, stepfather, black man, whatever. You know what I'm saying? He has many titles. He's a man with many titles, mentor, just a lot of stuff, man. This is my brother Kelvin. How you doing today, brother Kelvin? And if I left out anything, brother, tell the people exactly what you do, my brother.
Well, I'm gonna elaborate on it. First of all, we gonna always give credit to God, and the Creator, who got us here. We always want to be thankful and mindful of
yes,
that.
Sir.
And hold it down for the Creator. But on response to my man, I'm just doing the work. You know what I'm saying? And hard work, what we have to do. Somebody has to take initiative out here and step forward and do the work. Nobody gets paid if the work doesn't get done. So I see what you're doing on your platform, and on this platform, we combine minds, man, and we do it and work and share this information so those who hear this information can move forward, man.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir. With a mic. Put your mic on there. My fault. I hope y'all heard him. Hey, let me get a one. Let me get a one if y'all heard what this brother said. If you did hear him, Let me get a 1. If not, we got to let him run it back. So please comment. Let me know. Let me know that y'all hear him. And I hope it's not freezing up, Sister Tamika. I hope it's not. If it's freezing up, you guys let me know. They couldn't hear you, brother. I see 2 ones. Go ahead, brother.
Check this out. This is Brother Jordan coming in. You know what I'm saying? I thank you, Brother McGee, for inviting me to your platform. And basically, I am an entrepreneur. One thing you have to think for self in order to do for self. Therefore, I bring in that element to the table of creating your own economy. That's what it's all about. If you don't create things, if you don't grow your own food, if you don't make your own income, if you don't jump into economic development,
yes, sir,
you will get left behind out here, people. So let's be real with that in ourselves. And I'm actually a coach, referee. Hey, we in the community with our children, and that's really one of the main things the topic of discussion today.
That's it.
Right, how we leading into this thing, disciplining our children today.
That's it. So, Brother Kelvin, I want to ask you this, brother. I know you're in my age range, 30 to 35 age range, right? Yeah. So, I was told 2 weeks ago that I was crossing over into the elder stage. It made me feel a little old, man. Plus, I'm getting these gray whiskers, so it's like, So I'm gonna ask you a heavy question right now, man. You yourself you already hit your transformation, and now you're going towards the elder stage, man. What do you feel like your job is to do in the community now that you're transitioning from the knucklehead to the father/stepfather to the elder stage?
Oh man, the first job we have to do is to connect our energy with the new energy, meaning our children. They have to listen to someone.
Absolutely.
And it's very critical at this age that we do have the wisdom that we have gained.
Absolutely.
Is to be that voice for our children.
Mm-hmm.
See, we've so long let other people be the pinnacle for our children, the leaders for our children, the ones, the poster childs for our children's success.
Absolutely.
So if you don't bring that element of you being the important person in your household, then where will your children get their guidance from? Where will they get that discipline from? Where will they get their principles from if they don't come from the household? And I fear that we lose our way sometimes of allowing other people in mainstream to raise our children.
Yes.
And we can't have that in these times that we have right now, people. We have to wake up and hold ourselves accountable for the things that are basically going on within our community, within our kids, within those people who supposed to protect our children, those within the school system,
absolutely,
those within these youth programs and other things like that, the outreach programs. We have to make sure that those people are doing they just do, so we can actually back them as men and fathers in our situation, because it takes the whole village to raise these children, and everyone must be on accord. But if you don't have a plan, and the plan is someone else's plan for your child, then you can't measure the success that way.
Absolutely. So that goes and okay. So I know you're a coach, father, referee.
Shout out to the Nashville Cardinals, man. Y'all know, and all the other youth programs, man. That keeps our children, that keeps our boys busy right now.
It does. It does.
They need to be busy right now.
And I know we're gonna get on that. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. But I know also you're a stepfather.
Oh yes.
A stepfather.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So I had a show. Man, y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe, follow the Mr. McGee Show, and go back to my old shows. I had a show entitled, "What is the Role of the Step Parent?" So I want to ask you that, my brother. What is the role of the step parent? What is your role as a step parent? How do you discipline these kids? What are you trying to show these kids? And also tell me the sacrifice that you have to do to raise these kids. Give me some.
Oh man, that's heavy.
That's heavy. I know it's heavy.
I know
that's heavy. Okay, well let me tell you this. So I know me, and it's difficult.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? It's difficult being a step parent, right? And I'm a step parent myself. So I take the path of, I don't know. I take the path. It's like I hate to say it, but right now for me, it's like a 1 foot in, kind of 1 foot out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I almost put in my other foot in there. But me as a man, I want to respect my stepkid's father.
Right,
I definitely want to respect him, and I don't want to step on any toes. You know, even if I have my queen telling me, hey,
this is how we should do this.
We should go ahead and step up, and you should step into that life and step in like you're the father. Me as a man, I know deep down in my mind, I am not these kids' father, but I am playing the role of their father. I am the father figure. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know. You like in the catch-22, my brother. With my brother, and I'm gonna pose that to y'all, man. If y'all, if anybody listening, hit me up in the comments. Let us know, man. If you're a step parent, yes,
feel free to comment.
Absolutely,
we family. We have to express these things.
And if you can help me, like it's still a learning experience for all of us. Like if you're a step parent, and I've only been a step parent for maybe a year and 10 months.
Oh, man.
So I'm new to it. You know what I mean? So if you guys have any step parenting advice, please feel free. Let's chop up this game, man, because I am trying to, I'm really learning day by day how to be a step parent.
Yes.
When I have kids of my own.
Yes.
So it's like I'm mingling in the other kids, and it's like it becomes a Brady Bunch type deal. Oh, yeah. And you have to find the time in the day, the wherewithal, the everything to just figure out and deal with these problems as they come. So I was trying to figure out, brother, how do you just really, I don't know, what is your role as a step parent, my brother?
Well, shout out to all parents, man, step parents, co-parents, adoptive parents. I mean, children, like you say, fall in fortunate situations, you know, and we have to be that person. So that role that you're playing is needed everywhere. We need more mothers, we need more fathers, we need more teachers, we need more of that overflow of love, because that's where it becomes a lack of loving each other. You know what I'm saying? So you have love that you're spreading out, which is the good energy that you're putting into a child, and your queen is holding it down with you.
Yes, sir.
Now, respect is the other factor that must be in the picture, my people. If we do not respect the situations, and knowing that the situations are not the normal situations, you know,
quote unquote normal,
the quote unquote normal situations,
yes, sir.
Then you have to humble yourself for number one, knowing that the experience is going to be different because it's not the normal. And once we elevate, because we have been immature. That's one thing I talked about on my page. When you're young, you have kids, you're rushing, no playing out there. Nobody has a plan.
So you gotta take the punches.
I like him, I like her, she like me, we like we.
You jumping in,
we
in and out of whatever.
And that's all you know what I'm saying? And those actions cost you. Yes, and they should not ever cost the child. And I'm fortunate enough to have been in a step parent situation. I have a stepmom and a stepdad. Both parents have been married 20 years. Better. So
on both sides.
Dad's been married 23, mom's 22. Shout out to my mom and dad. Love those people. Hardworking people.
Yes.
Always stayed on the up and up. Stay positive with your children. The responsive technique that they allowed me to question things. Ask your children, what do they think? People, please ask your children what's in their head. You send them to the doctor because the child said, "Mama, my stomach hurt." But if you ask them how they thinking or how they're functioning with the people that they interact with, then you'll see how the problems that form, where you need to be at, who can help you. And that's another topic. The men. Okay. We are here. Ladies, sisters, family. We are here. There are men that are here. Please let those brothers come and love on y'all. Teach you something. with those children. We cannot do it alone. I see that y'all are burdened. I understand what Tupac was saying.
Mm-hmm.
I understand my grandfathers was saying.
Yeah.
I understand why my grandmother's tired. And I understand that our sisters, y'all are tired. Y'all can get an amen or whatever y'all want to shout out to my sisters, my mothers daily. I see y'all. I don't comment a lot on Facebook, but I see they grind every day, Monday through Friday. No excuses. I seen that earlier. Shout out to the sister. No excuses. We've made mistakes, but there's no excuses. So to wrap up your stepfather thing is, man, 7 years, 8 years, I've been taking care of children that per se legally not mine.
Absolutely.
But you'd be a fool to allow anybody to stop you from loving the children. You know what I'm saying? Giving your gift, teaching others. Like no matter what religion you have, no matter where your background is, genuinely people want to love people and see other people doing good, and teaching children, God's children, the Creator's children is the best way to go. So shout out to those step parents who sit there, take the time economically, financially, spiritually, physically, mentally help someone else's child. Because I like that. You could be doing a whole lot of other things.
Hell yeah. You could always say, man, this ain't my child. Man, what the hell is you talking about? This is not my child.
Ever not
to take care of you. Absolutely. So let me read some of these comments, man. My brother Ron said, the key to being a great step parent, in his opinion, is to stay in the gray area until everybody is comfortable. Don't rush things. Eventually, the child, the father, and the mother will respect you. Like you said, like you said, 1 foot in, 1 foot out for the time being. That way you can earn your respect and not forcing the situation. I like that, brother. That
is the key. Never impose things on
any
people. Some people just gonna eat oranges because they like the taste. Yeah. And some people gonna just eat apples because they like the taste. So therefore, don't superimpose your will on somebody. Always, give an effort. Always work for change, work for better. But some things that will always be. So there's some things you just have to go around in that initiative, especially when you're taking care of the children. You cannot be stuck in one way of thinking. Like co-parenting, y'all have to understand that you have 2 people who don't have a plan, or 1 person that has a plan, and they lack in certain elements because they haven't matured at whatever age. We have parents that can be 50 years old and still not good parenting. You know what I'm saying?
The maturation process is different for everybody. Everybody. You can't feed them what they're not ready to eat.
Right.
Period.
Right.
You can't. And that's for older people, younger people, adults, kids, everything. You cannot feed a person what they're not ready to eat. So you have to learn how to be patient.
Know who you with.
There you go.
Your partner.
There you go.
I advise all the new people, young people, brothers.
If you don't have any kids.
Like if you don't have any kids, pay attention to who you're dealing with.
If you do have kids and planning on having more kids, what you need to do, my brother?
Structure everything.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you don't want to have idle time with your children. I mean, we have so many, what we talking about? The ADHDs and all these so-called problems with our young men, when actual reality, they're bored. I guarantee you get that young man on a plan, because I've been on a plan. You get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, you get off at 2, 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You do what you have to do for your family 24 hours in a day, and it's over. And this ADHD, those are excuses. Ladies, do not allow these people to keep using that as an excuse for you, that psychological pattern with your child. Your child, nothing's wrong with your boy. He can rap, he can sing, he can do his multiplication tables. Nothing is wrong with your son.
Absolutely.
Send him to his uncle. That's what you might need to do sometimes. Give yourself a break. Allow us men, I say that again, allow us men, whether we're young men, whether it's your younger brother, whether it's your older brother, allow them to elevate your son. and make sure that it is somebody who's going to do something positive for you.
Yeah,
just don't send them with anyone.
You don't want to send them with
check the program of your
Yeah.
family, but make sure that the discipline, which we need to read that anyway. Let me read this to y'all, my peoples, because you have to read definitions for understanding.
The definition of discipline
and our education.
And we're gonna dig real deep into discipline tonight, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Real deep into discipline, because we're gonna have to talk about self-discipline. If you plan on disciplining your kids, if you plan on any type of discipline in your life, you're gonna have to man up, number one, you know what I'm saying, and make it happen. But go ahead, brother, with the definition.
Discipline: to train or to teach someone to obey rules or a code of behavior using punishment. Now we're gonna be real. Most of the time, my sisters say you need to do something with them. You need to discipline the boy.
Yes.
The teachers in the school, I see them, they say somebody needs to discipline him.
Mm-hmm.
And when you read the definition, it says behavior using some form of punishment, correction.
Absolutely.
Now, long time ago, what they told us,
I like to say
days,
correction. I like that word you said. I like correction.
Correction.
It's a punishment, but I really like to call it a correction.
Exactly.
This is a correction.
Correction is a must.
Yes.
In society.
Absolutely. Everyone has to have
You have to
correction.
make adjustments, and you have to be in sync and one accord.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, if a child may be a little antsy in class, he's not chilling as the teacher wants him to do, not on one accord, is it something we need to paddle him for, or something we need to discipline him for, of separating him for, or we need to alienate this child?
Because I told you earlier, put him in the back of the class. Listen, y'all. This is why I don't mess with that ADHD, man. They are putting our black children in the back of the class with a Velcro strip on their desk for them to just rub the table all day, y'all. Like
medicine ball.
Come on, and then they're giving him medicine, and then on top of that, they're giving him the Velcro. So, but go ahead, bro. I just had to get that out.
Your children are disconnected from the medicine. We know what Xanax do to people. We know what Valium does to people.
Sir.
These drugs have never left the market. Like, if you understand, the drug has never left the market. They just use it and re-experience it on different people and different things that is made it all the way down to our children. So we give our children the medicine before they leave the house, hoping that he doesn't get too antsy.
Absolutely.
But I guarantee you, if you give him a different programming where he can function, you give him music courses where he can play instruments and dance some of that energy off in recess, and a proper diet with adequate sleep and healthy love, these children don't operate in the same fashion. If you ever notice your children, some children that we have that they complain about, they go over certain people's houses and they don't act like that. Yeah. Oh, I had such and such in my house. He didn't do all those things that his teacher was saying. So
we was talking about that earlier.
Why is it he does this?
Well, because they come into structure. Like you was just saying, you come into structure. Like my kids and I definitely agree, because my kids and my stepkids, they come into the household and it's structure. So it makes me mad when they come in the household with structure, and then the teachers are calling me saying, "Hey, your son kicked the chair today," and I'm like, "Kick the chair? That boy wouldn't kick
nobody's
damn chair in here. What you doing? What you kicking in here?"
Defend our children. And in reality, our children are placed once again in a setting that is not always for them.
Absolutely.
And once again, people, we have to blame ourselves as parents. You know, I'm a parent also. Sometimes I have been lazy. I didn't read the academic programming for the school. So when my child said he was bored, I had to go to the school and see Why is he bored when I should have went to those meetings before, the orientations beforehand?
So what are you saying to parents and step parents? Are you saying get
out here and get involved? Do not sign up for anything that is people without reading the blueprint, the fine print. Read around that. Don't go buy a car. Don't buy a house. Don't go buy any merchandise, property without evaluating things for it. Why am I going into this school for my child is going to be here for 4 years? Usually elementary here 4 years, 4 years, middle school 4 years. So
4 years.
if I plan to live in this area, what does this area provide my children?
Yes, sir.
If you know that the area you live in is so-called high crime, then you need to make sure your child is very focused in that area.
Yeah. If you're
gonna live here, we gotta make sure that when he gets out of school, he has somewhere to go. He has something to eat.
Let's go.
Too often our children get out of school at 3 o'clock and they haven't eaten since 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock. And I mean, you work, I work, I'm hungry through 3, 4, 5 hours. I gotta eat, nibble on something. So to keep our children going and functioning, we have to keep them strategically structured, season by season, year by year, and then we must not use excuses because financially, which I love that financial word, y'all, because I messed up a lot of money. You feel me? Y'all know about money? Y'all love money. We love to make it pay. We love to get that bag, but learn to do something with the bag. There's no importance of having a bag if you don't know where to spend it. That's financial literacy, my people. We must get on it. I'm jumping in it all day. I'm gonna teach you something. Y'all teach me something. Please reach out to me. Take in any information on financial literacy. That's another show for you, Mr.
Yes, sir.
We're definitely gonna keep that pumping.
Financial literacy? Yeah, absolutely.
I talked with Mr. Phil Valentine. Y'all know him from Hidden Colors. Like the messages were there. Like when it comes to education, do not allow somebody just to give you anything.
Give you whatever.
Here's the piece of paper.
Let me tell you this. Let me go back to let me make that analogy work for people who you would not let Foot Locker just give you any pair of Jordans.
No.
You, to all the drug users, you would not let the weed man give you any kind of weed. You're not gonna let the cocaine guy just give you any kind of coke without you at least calling them back like, hey man, I ain't feeling this. So it's the same time. We have to quit letting people give us anything and we base it off tradition.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We say, man, that's right. You know what? That's right.
Shout
what they said.
What did he say? Break the cycle, man. He over the boy, man. Good old time. Shout out to that kid, man. He dropping music in the city.
That's my guy, Elroy the boy. We want you on here, brother. We want you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You're breaking the cycle, man. We love it.
I like that. That's
what it's about.
Single. Got the single right now, too, man.
Change, man. Pumping that thing.
Yes, sir. Elroy the boy, man.
I already shut it down, man. Shout out to you.
Shout out to that brother, man. But at the end of the day, man, what we have to do is, number one, we have to quit accepting whatever people give us. Ask questions. You have to ask questions. That's far and foremost, man. But let's get back into your mentoring role, man. Your coaching. So you've been coaching. How long you been coaching youth sports, my brother?
7 years, my brother. 7 years.
What have you learned? Just give me one thing you learned in them 7 years. Just give me the biggest thing that you learned. I know it's hard. I know I'm putting you on the spot, but what have you learned in them 7 years of just dealing with majority black kids, right?
Yes.
Is it exclusively black kids?
Oh, man,
or you had a couple? You had a couple. Okay, 97%. Yeah. So pretty much exclusively black kids, man. And you're dealing with kids, emotions, egos, parents, emotions, parents, egos. Tell me, what have you really learned, bro, dealing with these kids and parents and black people in a whole? Give me a gem. I need a gem. I know I put you on the spot, but I need a gem, bro.
I would say in these 7 years of coaching and being around my people, growth. Being able to walk with your people and show them different lights with their kids, because that's why I got into it. The children need a teacher. So I felt like I was one of the better guys for the job.
Yes.
and being committed to it, you have to take up on those parents. Sometimes you have to be their big brother. They have to confide in you as a coach and a mentor and a role, and the child.
Absolutely.
So absolutely seeing children Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, sometimes more than their own fathers or anything like that due to whatever reason. You have to learn, man, the road is not easy.
It's not
for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I understand y'all.
And I know you coach football.
Man,
coach football. I always tell people football is a different beast. I don't know what it is, bro, because like you, I've coached baseball, football, and basketball, but football is a different beast. I don't know why. Maybe y'all hit me up in the comments, women, ladies, sisters, queens. Hit me up in the comments. Why is football season the only time where I see the mother and father, if he's in the picture, at practice, every practice, every game, everything with football? What is it, y'all? Tell me
something about that connection with
what
football.
Is it, man? I want to know what it is. I had this conversation with brothers all the time. What is it about football? Because I started off coaching baseball and basketball. You said you've coached those same two sports.
Yes.
So coaching baseball, parents, you sometimes you're damn near daycare.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you, y'all. I was coaching baseball for 7-8 years consecutively, and I was pretty much a babysitter. Yeah. They would drop them off. I would have to wait on mama to come back and all that. But football and basketball, same thing. Hey, coach, I'm dropping Trendarius off, and what time is practice over? What time is practice over? I say 8:30. Okay, and she show up at 8:45. I love my queens, but that's how it is. But football, man, football, and my queen, she gonna get mad at me for this, but my queen will haul ass out of that house at 5:30 to get them boys to football practice at 6 o'clock. Yeah, and she will sit there. She's gonna make sure she got her tent and her lawn chairs before she even leave the house, and her bottled waters with a cooler. And that's every practice. That's Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday.
See the consistency.
That's crazy, bro. Man. So I mean, what do you think it is about football, man?
Number one.
Okay.
My people love a physical bout. Oh man, y'all love to see somebody get down, and I don't blame y'all. We want our boys to be stand-up warriors. Absolutely. We don't want our young men to be weak. So therefore, we always speak the principles of standing up for yourself. That is one of the first stand up for yourself sports.
Yes, sir.
Meaning somebody's gonna push you, and you're gonna have to stand here and not get pushed down.
Yes, sir.
And that is what my passion thrived off of. We're not going to lose. I lost some games, but I didn't lose the victory and the lessons.
You didn't lose.
We won championships because of the heart and the nature of we got to continue to thrive, to do better. We can't get pushed down no day of the week. All my sisters, they know Coach Jordan. We'll tell them we're going to handle our business. We're going to handle our business, and I thank y'all for letting me coach y'all children.
Dude. Yeah. We done went down, dude. We went down, baby.
Side went down?
Yeah, we done went down, dude.
We still live over here.
Yeah, but that's because you're doing that.
Good people.
Yeah.
Got a little
hey, YouTube. YouTube. The technical delay for the Facebook people.
Y'all know them.
I don't want y'all clashing and beefing, but we got Facebook, we got YouTube, we got Conscious Mind going, man. See, I think it's probably why my brother Ron jumped over there. We done went down
don't
bad.
worry, brother. Phones are working.
Yeah, we went back down. Get us right, dude.
And shout out to my brother Riley, man. He's over there cooking, man. He's over there making it happen,
close. Type the address in the comments, brother Ron.
Send us the information, brother. They let them know where you at on Clarksville Highway, man. Right there in front of the barbershop, right there.
Mouse, right before the Mouse.
Right there in front, y'all. The brother got man, I can smell it smoking all the way over here.
We back.
It still sounds right.
I'm sorry, y'all. We went down.
We good.
I'm sorry, y'all. We went down for a minute, man. Hey, make sure you hit that share button, man. We've been chopping up good game. I ain't even told y'all to hit that share button, hit that like button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. What's up with you, Superb? I ain't been doing my shout outs. What's up, Sister Shani? I know you in here, Brother Ron. Shout out to the YouTube family, the SoundCloud family, the Conscious Mind family. Shout out to everybody, man. We in this thing. Make sure y'all share and tell a friend to tell a friend. Superb. Hey, Superb, hit that one. Let me know you're in the building. I got something I want to chop up some good game with you, brother. Hit that one, Superb. Let me know you still listening, man.
Now, my peoples, I was talking about that discipline area.
Yes, sir.
I'm like, Dr. Umar Johnson said, discipline is the ability to make one do something that has to be done, even when that person doesn't want to do it, just because it has to be done. And that's a
repeat it one more time.
The ability to make one do what has to be done, even when one feels like not doing it, whether he likes it or not, because it has to be done.
Yes.
The field has to be tended to. The crops have to be taken care of.
Yes,
and
sir.
That's where the football season and the discipline all comes in.
Peace.
We all need to do our job.
Yes,
our
sir.
children have to be mindful that, yeah, mom and dad take care of them, but it's something we need from them also. We need for you to get out here and spread your wings. I want my children to be the best them that they can be.
Yeah, because they're a representation of you.
But if you don't open the door for your child, for them to see who they are, then they will lack the ability to shine. So many times when you shine the spotlight on our black children, they don't perform, meaning they haven't been put in the situation enough to perform. So therefore, when you have the little league sports, we get to put 11 kids, 22 kids, 30 kids at a time to perform. And when they do it collectively, all those parents, all these grannies that come to see it, you see the product. See, that's all it's about, family, is putting the plays and the product together. You get a team of kids, you mold them, you coach them, you give them what they need, you nurture them, give them the information on the field, give it to them at home. And when they get out here, they produce because we're naturally talented, my people. It ain't just football. Them darn children are very, very talented in all aspects. We have children scientifically making things, scientific experiments. I had a kid tell me how to make some fog the other day, and he didn't even use no nitrogen. I said, oh, yeah, this kid is amazing. The information that our kids, let them be themselves. Too many times in the discipline area, we try to make them be still who they're not.
Yeah. So I got a question. Let me get to some of these shout outs, man. Shout out Superb. What's up, brother Superb? Tasha, sister Tasha. Black Peace Initiative, man. Peace to you, man. Brother Jarvis. Anthony, I see you in the building, man. Peace to you. So let's get into this, man. You have older children, right? How old is your oldest child?
My oldest son is 14.
14. I also have a son that's 14.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Freshman.
Yes, sir. Freshman in high school.
Yeah, it's time to get them almost up out of there.
So now we've went from I don't know your pathway or your cycle of raising your child. Now that your child is 14, he's teetering on the edge of being a teenager, technically a teenager.
Yes.
Right? How are you disciplining him right now? Is it different than how you was disciplining him at 7?
Oh yes.
Tell me why.
For number one, growth comes with every child.
Okay.
And the fact that I would have a dad and a stepdad, I had basis to stand on when it came to disciplining my children. That's why I said, if you don't have basis,
you had a blueprint.
If you don't have a basis how to deal with the man, meaning sisters, go get your great granddaddies and granddaddies and uncles and talk to them and let them chastise you or tell you how you should chastise your men, because you don't want to take away from your man. You pour so much into them, but you can actually take out of them with any senseless things you do with your boy. All children do not like yelling for correction. All of them are not going to take a spanking too lightly. So therefore, you have to use different.
Are you still spanking your kids?
Oh no! See, that's one thing. If I have to get there like that with my son, we're not listening. The first rule of the game is pay attention. If you pay attention to what I've already established for you, then you'll receive what you need. If you don't pay attention and follow those rules, you won't receive anything. And dealing with the stepchildren, which would be the next thing, is they have to learn that, because even them not being your biological seed, if the program and the plan is set, they will follow it. So therefore, they see the gifts and the things that my son receives, and if they follow the same
they
program,
can get the same.
They're going to get the same.
So let me
gifts.
ask the family. Hey, Mr. McGee Show family, let me know. Hit me up in the text. You can call the number. The number is 629-401-2060. I'm about to put it in the chat. 401-2060. But I want to know, it's 2017. Are we still spanking our children? And if we are, is it effective? And if we are, give me the pros. And if we're not, give me the cons. You feel me? So y'all, please. I mean, hit me up.
Taking so much.
Let me know.
Out of the game, you can't whoop your children in the school.
Now is that a bad? Now they've taking spankings out, because I told y'all, my people, we family. I told you I've had DCS called on me.
Oh yeah.
Actually had them called on me. So now I want to ask, is the system making it where we can't spank kids? And if they are, is that a good thing?
Well,
is that a good thing or a bad thing? That it's harder to spank your kids now than it was in the early 90s?
Well, they're leaving a lot of room for a lot of, errors in that. Like I say, when you discipline a child with that force, now they can actually call on you, and you will have DCS coming to see you, and charges pressed upon you for your use of aggressiveness. See, that's what they use it. You have to be slow to anger with any children. And anytime you stoop to a level of a child, the child will not respect you anyway. So when you're dealing with your child, you have to be the adult.
Okay.
That's just like that 1 foot in, 1 out. Yeah. If I respect me, I'm not going to step down to anyone's level, because my principles supersede everything.
Yes.
Even when I have human error, man error, my principles that I stand on is what brings me back up.
Yes, sir.
See, this is how anybody's been affected in any kind of wrong ways, whether you've been addicted to any drugs or whether you did anything, tragedies, sins, anything. If you listen to that, these are ways you don't have to have self-pity, self-hatred towards yourself for making mistakes. You have to be able to pull yourself up. That's the rose from concrete. How does that rose grow out of the concrete environment? That's a beautiful, analogy right there that y'all have to see. Our children are gems. They're diamonds in the rough.
They are.
That's because the system created such a way that's heavy for them, where they in the mud. Everything we got to get it out the mud. Yeah, that's where you get the. We got to work harder. We got to work harder. Like, you remember your mom? Like I always say, my parents was not quote unquote conscious, aware the way we look at it, but in my mind they were. But they always said, "Hey, protected us. Hey, man, you got to work twice as hard as everybody else." My mama always sit me down and say, "Hey, man, and I'm sure you had this with your kids. You are a young black man in America. Nobody's gonna give you nothing. Nobody owes you nothing. You're gonna have to work twice as hard as everybody, to man. Do what you want, so. Absolutely." And my stepdad says, "Man, you already got 2 strikes against you. You're black and you're black. So therefore, don't come in there playing, people. I want y'all to recognize this too. People take you for face value. I own a small business, sock company, software. Some of y'all see me on the corner, Dickinson Road. Come by, see me. Winter, spring, fall. I provide the socks for all of y'all. That's what we do. But the particulars of the sock business, I'm going to give you the right sock, the right size sock. The things that I'm gonna have diabetic socks, I'm gonna have ankle socks, I'm gonna have footy socks, I'm gonna have every sock you need. The chicken place doesn't run out of chicken. Okay,
Absolutely.
the fish store.
Shout out to Fannie Mae's.
Yeah, please shout out to Fannie Mae's. They're doing their thing.
Let me,
you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
Plug
Finish
in
your
my
thought.
people's business. But be about your business, people. Don't come out here false advertising. And anybody with the scams and all that, man, look here, man. You're hurting the community. Okay? We already losing. They shutting down our stores. They shutting down things. They're buying us out. They killing us.
Yeah.
So therefore, if we're not building networking for my businesses, shout out to my boy Rocky's Wings, man. Y'all know. Shout out to my boy Ella Jean's Cafe too.
Absolutely. Girls, we need to go ahead and do something.
Those sisters cooking in there. TSU,
coming soon. It's coming soon.
All y'all, man. Y'all get over there, man, and check out the cafe, man. Good cooking, man. And Rocky's Wings, man. McDonald's over there by West.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that, brother Kevin.
On that right there. But have good product for your people.
Absolutely.
See, that's discipline in your business. You have to have organized structure about yourself. No one's gonna take y'all serious, my people. Nobody's gonna buy nothing from a slacker. No one's gonna tune into your shows. Nobody's gonna support anything that the Slim and Huskies, they're doing the thing.
Absolutely.
So therefore, we don't have excuses anymore. Half of y'all fail because you're not trying.
We're showing them. Let me get some of these comments. Sister Shani, I love you, Sister Shani. Peace, man. Peace to your whole family, man. Thorough family member. She said, for me, when we were talking about I guess they would call it corporal punishment. Yes. You feel me? For me, it's very minimum. I don't see a need for that in the most part. I definitely try to correct my child with incentives and conversations. See, that's dope. That's dope. Brother Sheldon Poe, peace to you, Sheldon. You know what it is. You know what it is, man. I love you, bro. I rather whoop my child than a correctional officer or a police officer whoop their ass. My father disciplined me.
See, he was raised up in a disciplined situation, so you can't fault Brother Sheldon's point of view. But one thing about our point of views and where we come from is you always have to challenge it. You don't even if your mother gave you the milk. Yeah. That's tradition. That's cool. Tradition. That's tradition. That milk saved you, so it was good for you. Anything else outside of that, you may have to question.
I like that. Let me get to another one, brother. I'm gonna let you go deep. Brother Superb said, "No spiking to me is what a lot of the problems is with the youth these days. But there is a thin line between discipline and child abuse."
Yes, that's a big thing, man. I see child abuse out here in the community, man, and I don't condone any of that. We shouldn't have to use certain language to get our kids to listen to us. Like I said, they're not paying attention, and they are paying attention all the time because our kids are always paying attention. And if you can't understand their frequency, to me it means you're not paying enough attention.
You know what I like about this conversation, brother, because you got a 14-year-old son, and I have a 14-year-old son, and I'm learning. I would say in the last year and a half, I have been learning to not be a dictator.
No,
you understand what I'm saying? I mean, as a father, I want my respect, and I want to discipline you. Yeah, absolutely. I'm demanding my respect, and I'm disciplining you, and you're still gonna live under my rules. But I'm learning to pull back a little bit.
Yes.
Because I asked you, are you disciplining him the same at 14 as you was at 7? I realized when my son was like 12 and a half, 13, that I am. Yes. I was.
Yes.
I was still treating him like a 7-year-old. Exactly. And I wasn't giving him a little room to breathe and a little room to grow. We talk about growth, and I talk about balance all the time on this show. I was not giving him a chance to grow and be balanced and develop into the man that he's gonna become.
Yes.
You understand?
But that's a common connection as parents. We often have the fear of letting them go.
Yeah, it's my baby. It's my baby syndrome.
It's my baby.
This is my baby syndrome. Until your baby go and shoot somebody in the head, and it's like, damn, what did I do wrong?
You're not in baby situations.
Yeah, absolutely.
Therefore, we have to take our children away from a lot of babyish situations and make them accountable for their actions and choices, whether from kindergarten all the way up to high school. I tell my 14-year-old and all the other teenagers that I see, one wrong choice, brother,
could cost
they
you
will take you to juvenile now. You know what I'm saying? It's not It's not just get in the car and then we take you back to your mama's house. You know, we could stay in jail for the weekend and then go home. You know, I didn't make it to juvie, but hey, I heard it was a weekend thing with most people. But now they prosecuting you to the full extent of the law. And I have a fear as being a man that, you know, Black Lives Matter. And my child and your child and every other child matters. But in our respective societies, your child is the target now. Your child is the Trayvon.
Yes.
Like my child is 14 with a Nike hoodie on.
Yes. Yes.
Jordan hoodie
let me say this. I'm happy he spoke on hoodies. Black people, Black family. The season is changing. It is hoodie season.
Be aware.
Your child will wear hoodies because you buy hoodies. I buy hoodies. I wear hoodies. Everyone wears hoodies. Be aware out here. We already know Trump has already enacted a full-blown Nazi system. It's fucking Germany 1940 right now in America. So be careful and be cautious when you're wearing your hoodie. And number one, when your children are wearing their hoodies. We don't want any Trayvon Martins this winter. That's what I'm asking the ancestors for. No Trayvon Martins this winter. And if we all keep our heads on the swivel and practice our Second Amendment constitutional right, we'll be okay. I just had to make that service announcement, that public service announcement before we got off air, man. It is hoodie season. Keep your head on the swivel and please be aware and protect yourself.
So I think what they said being what we need to do further with our teenage boys during this type of season is definitely make sure we wrap our, you know, football season. That's in accordance. The kids, I was at a game last week. It was a couple of guys that was outside and they were short a couple of dollars. You know, the game about $6, y'all, $10.
Yeah. What's this, a high school football game?
And they wanted to get in. Now, I'm going to get them in because this is where they need to be in the culture. And I think that the staff of high schools need to understand that the kids that go to this school need to go to the game on Friday. Absolutely. So therefore, they're not roaming the streets and they're not sitting in somebody's household, y'all. Let's put the plan together to make sure we find ways to add our children into, I employ my children. I had one sister tell me that they don't think it's right for the children to kind of like earn money or work in the household. And, you know, kind of to each his own. But if my child understands what to do with his money and economically invest in himself and he can buy his own things and give his own self-worth to himself, then how much better would he be? Are we going to keep depriving our children of economic development because we're going to wait till they're 17 and 18 to finally get a job, finally go to McDonald's?
Yeah, you get them in there early.
Oh, man.
Get them in there early.
They're going to be charged $15 an hour with McDonald's, but they're going to probably start charging you $7 for the Big Mac. So therefore, it's not going to add up. The money and the times and the dollar amount is changing, the influx. Your children today need to find a new economic structure.
Man, that's
unless
dope.
They're going to be the man of the company. And like I say, you got to already be at Ford. You already got to be at some.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You got to be Jimmy Iovine's grandson. Like people are fathered in money.
Yes.
Black dollar doesn't circulate. So therefore, us in our Nashville community, linking up with other surrounding places, spend dollars with each other. Discipline your children the same way. Make sure your children get haircuts by the black barber. Make sure the black beauty, the sister doing the braids on your children, donate to that sister.
So what about when they say, play devil's advocate for a minute? So what about when they say that the black barber or the black business owner doesn't really know how to conduct themselves or doesn't display proper customer service? Well, again, what do you say to that?
That's us as a people. I think that we have to have like our own black business better bureau. You know what I'm saying? That kind of goes into our own places of businesses and critiques things, and that's things we need to have. Is like you say, businesses develop. Yeah, we need to have something where you come in where we show you all the businesses in our local areas, and you don't have to just Google it all the time. It'll be a black website, a black site, and our pages like Facebook and other pages that you'll be able to allow to see the black things we have, like a Kibalon, the only bookstore seemingly to be around here, and other people selling oils and culture things,
sir.
and
Paintings and everything.
And art. Bring them to me, man. Conscious Minds, man. That's my page, man. It's private, man. You know what I'm saying? But we share public situations, and we're out here day by day, linking up with nonprofit people, voicing our things, coming up with ways to better our community. There are ways to do it. Small things, y'all. Small budgets make big dreams happen. Believe. I'm a firm believer in starting small and raising the bar. It's time to raise the bar, y'all.
Man, that's it. That's a beautiful thing, brother. I enjoyed this, my brother. Tell the people how they can get in touch with you and follow any movement you got going on social media, my brother.
Man, y'all people do Facebook, man. You hit me up, man. Kelvin Jordan, man. Conscious Minds. That's conscious with a K, in minds with a Z. Get in there. Let's open up. Let's link up.
Yes, sir.
Let's show each other what we have, man. We have
Yes,
too many good individuals that do not get the recognition, people. I'm a recognition guy. Somebody's going to go put the plays together, man, and make sure that we get this platform going on, brother.
That's it.
I thank you, man, for like giving me this access point. You know what I'm saying? So we can do this. A lot of people been waiting to see what I do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What does Jordan do? Jordan been transitioning, man. And all my men, man, don't be scared to transition, my brother. Y'all are doing what you got to do. You've laid down plenty of sacrifices. Some of y'all been away from families, done certain things, certain situations.
Yes, sir.
Holes, man. Be aware, man, that hole, man, is not covered. Come up out of the hole. Get on the surface, man. Link up with brothers, man. Be humble. Something good coming because we building. I take my money and invest into me. Take your money and invest into you.
Yes,
put it into your own hands. Quit giving it to somebody else. Quit buying houses for somebody else. Quit doing things, man, building up their character. All the stores in the neighborhood don't belong to us, y'all. We tripping. Let's take back what's ours, man. Let's do that. Otherwise, they're gonna push us out.
Yes, sir. And that's what they're trying to do, man. I really appreciate this brother, man. Brother Kelvin, man, came through. It's an honor and it's a celebration every time me and this brother get together, man. We do it, man. We got a lot of things in common, man. And the general message of tonight, man, is take structure, balance, take the time, talk to your kids. If you want to discipline them, explore other avenues. If this one form of discipline is not working, explore other avenues of discipline for your child and for your children and for your stepchildren. That's what I really love. We touched on that. We may come back again with just about stepchildren.
Man, y'all scared, man, even speak up on these topics, man.
Yes, sir.
As a man's man, you don't want to speak on it.
Yes,
but
sir.
Guess what, brother? I understand. I recognize the hard work that you do to come in that day in, day out, man, and pick up where somebody else left off. You know what I'm saying? I never even picked up.
Yes.
So forget the negative vibes, man. Keep balling with these children, man. Keep balling with them. They're going to thank you later.
That's salute, man.
Pat on the back to my brothers, man.
That's
Coaches,
salute, man. Salute to all the brothers doing that good work in the community, doing that good work. Man, I cannot say this enough, man. Salute to all the beautiful brothers and sisters who helped me with the Southside clothing giveaway, man. That was beautiful. I also got to salute everybody who came and messed with me on the credit repair. Salute to you, brother. Q Butter will be back soon. My New York brother, he will be back soon. We're looking at December. Hopefully he'll be back. Make sure y'all follow, like, subscribe to the Mr. McGee Show page. And matter of fact, I need 2 favors from y'all. Please, please, please. I don't want your money. Please. I want you to please go check out Mr. McGee Show on SoundCloud and the Mr. McGee Show on YouTube, man. Like, subscribe, follow those pages, please. We trying to get the word out. We only trying to empower people, our people, all people. You feel me? But y'all make sure y'all mess with that. Last but not least, make sure you come out and get the best hot chicken in the city,
Okay.
which is Fannie Mae's, 319 Peabody Street on the corner of 4th and Peabody Street, downtown Nashville. Fannie Mae's, MAE''S. You can search it. You can Google it. What they say? Google it, baby. You can Google it, man. So Google us. And I thank y'all for supporting us, man. We did this thing. I will see y'all back and better than ever next Wednesday. It's your boy Calvin McGee. And if ain't nobody told y'all that they love you today, let me be the first one to say I love you. Peace. Good night. Salute.
One. People. Boom. Man, we didn't even have to talk about Donald Trump ass.
We did, bro. I seen the way the conversation was.
We go, I
seen the way it was
man,
too.
He finna do something stupid where he got plenty of shit to talk about him.
Yeah, I ain't got to talk about it. He was going there. Only reason I was gonna talk about it. I was gonna tell black people, stay away from that
shit. Yeah, stay away. That's another distraction.
That's their business. That's their business. You know what I liked today when I was watching them protests? I was looking in the crowd. I didn't see no black people. I said, you know what? You supposed to do that.
Yeah, let them people have that.
Tyreek said all the time, hold your own nuts, man.
Man, but
because when it's time for them to ride us, they don't.
They ain't gonna be nowhere in the deal.
That's right.
That's how you got to kill people, man.
Man, we might need to link up, brother Kel. You free every Wednesday?
Yep.
Man, what can we do? What you want to do, man? What you wait, Kel? I'm talking about, bro. You see what it is, bro. I'm getting black people together. That black people is willing to help. You feel me? I don't got much, but I give due. Hold on. Damn, still on that.